Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. For today's preview, Stormers versus Harlequins. The Champions Cup round of 16 gets underway this weekend with some pretty epic clashes. We've got the Bulls going over to France, playing against Toulouse. We've got the Lions hosting Ras 92 in the Challenge Cup. The Cheetahs playing against Toulon in the Challenge Cup. The Sharks versus Munster in the Champions Cup. And then we've got the Stormers hosting the Harlequins. And it's two very good sides that have been named. Lots of very cool matchups as well. So it should be a really interesting game to watch. And in terms of how to watch the match, check out the description for a link to the players tab. We will have a video out in terms of how to watch all the various Champions Challenge Cup matches. Some of them being shown on a free-to-air broadcast, some of them not. But yeah, before we look at the two teams, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the Stormers, shall we? And this is how they will line up. Pretty full strength. Stephen Kitzel back into the side and captains. It makes they continue to make their return from the international, I wouldn't say international break, but from the national camp. Then got Joseph Jebb and France by Herbert with an all Springbok front row. Ernst van Rijn in the second row next to Marvin Ori, Dion Fourie, Ben Jason Dixon, Achiba Diamani. Still no Evan Hurst, who continues to recover from injury. Hershey Yankees have been looking a lot better in the last few weeks. Partners Molly Liebach, Sebera Sanat, Simon Hartsberg, the two wings. Interesting enough, Daniel Plessis starts the inside centre next to Ruan now. Damian Willemse starting at full back. Hayden Blommetjies will play off the bench. The replacements, J.J. Kotze, Brock Harris, Dylan Bashir, Gary Porter, Ville Engelbrecht, Marcel Tennyson, Paul de Wet, and Clayton Blommetjies. So the usual sort of 6-2 split that we've become quite accustomed to. No Ruben van Heeren, unfortunately, he is cup-tied, having already represented Exeter earlier this season and therefore not available to the Stormers. And if we then look at the Harlequins, this is how they are lining up. So it's Joe Marlow, Jack Walker, and Wilco Lowe in the front row. So Wilco Lowe versus Stephen Kitzel is the first sort of major matchup that I think a lot of South African fans will be very excited to see. In the second row, Dion Lamb versus next to South African born lock Herbst, Jack Cunningham, Will Evans, and Alex Dornbrandt then completing that loose trio. Danny Keogh captains the side, 356th appearance for the Harlequins this weekend. He's next to Marcus Smith, who continues to try and prove his medal really and his worth as he kind of continues to fight for that England spot and the number 10 jersey. Then you've got Caden Murley, Joe Martin as the two wings. Andre ESTERHUIZEN will start inside centre next to Luke Northmore. Nick David at full back. Off the bench for the men from the Premiership, Sam Riley, Finn Baxter, Will Collier, George Hammond, Tom Lorde, Lewis Jaltima, Tommy Allen, and Oscar Beard. It's a very cool two sides. As I said, very cool matchups. Daniel Plessis versus Andre ESTERHUIZEN will be an interesting. Marcus Smith, Molly Liebach, those two players could very well be the difference in terms of which player pitches up on the day, which player really can get their side going. And I think Dornbrandt versus Achiba Diamani should be quite a cool matchup as well. So it's a very exciting game. The Stormers go in as favourites, the odds-on favourites, as well as I think generally the favourites. The top, one of the top URC sides, been playing really good rugby this season. Are coming off a draw last weekend, so a little blip in the radar when they sort of drew to a second strength Leinster side. So we're looking to bounce back. Harlequins, well, it's a very good side. It's a side that has won the Premiership in the last couple of years, but it's not going to be an easy task playing down at the DHL Stadium. So I think the Stormers could potentially get one done and move themselves into the quarterfinals. As I said, they are the favourites. The question is, can they live up to the expectation when things really count? Can they rise to the occasion? Can John Dobson galvanise these troops to do the job against a decent Harlequins side? My gut says yes, to be honest. I think that the Northern Hemisphere teams generally don't travel well, particularly down to South Africa, and I think they'll be hoping this will be a similar case with the Harlequins on Saturday. But let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Stephen. I'll chat to you soon.